Morning everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day, and today we're going to be using Stirling's Eucalyptus Mint. Felt like mint today. It's a cool day. We had, after the storms that hit the other day, we had cold front roll through, and it's been kind of cool, so minty fresh. All right, then we're going to be using the first use, the Astra blades, and the Krisp razor today. Gonna be a good combination. First use blade works really good. First or second use blades usually work really good in a Krisp razor. And then we're gonna follow up with some eucalyptus mint splash. Yeah, minty fresh today. All right, so how's your day going? Not bad. All right, this shave is Sunday. Not Monday. Monday is Memorial Day, and I have zero time to make a shave video, so I'm doing it on Sunday, just to let you know. So it's a little in advance, but you know, you got to do it when you got the time. All right, so there you go. All right, a little bit of water on the face. It's been an interesting few days since the last time we talked. Let's see. When was the last video? Was that the peach video? I think that was the peach video. It's like everything blends together around here. You get to be older, you just kind of like, what did I do that day? And when was the last thing I did? Where am I? Where am I going? So, yeah, since then, it's like, yeah, it's been kind of an interesting kind of week. First and foremost, Thursday, my dad had a mild stroke. So he's back at the hospital. He's back at the Mayo Clinic. So he's in there. He seems to be stable. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where I'm still not, it's like I had my appointment on Friday for my back. So kind of like the worst times for everything, but it's stable. I have to do some tests and stuff to see what, you know. He's also having some, the stress of the whole thing. He's kind of having some heart issues too. So they're doing tests on that. Wouldn't be surprised if they did the tests and then see, they probably have to put another stent or something in him to open him up. Always seems to be par for the course. I'll just say his diet's not that great. My mom fries everything. Everything's fried. It's like he's supposed to have it, you know, for the last 15, 20 years, he's supposed to have had a special diet of, you know, because he's had heart issues. He's had a bunch of heart attacks and everything. But she kind of refuses to change her way of doing things. And my dad being the way it is, you know, it's like, he's a guy. I like to eat what I want to eat. And my mom will oblige him instead of making sure he gets decent low fat kind of foods, that type of thing. So it's a family history. Like everybody in my dad's side of the family have either died of a heart attack. It's like I had a cousin that passed away. I think he was around 50. He was having some problems, so they said, "Oh, we're gonna do a stress test on you." Died doing the stress test. Like it's crazy. And I think most of my uncles all passed away in their 60s from heart attacks. And that's that good German Danish blood. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, let's just die of heart attacks. So we got that going on. So after I get done here, I gotta contact my brother, and because I got one brother who's 35, still living at home with my parents. Don't get me started on that, but get a hold of him and see, you know, what's going on there. Get an update. For my update, you know, I went on Friday. Went to the doctor for a checkup for my back. They did an MRI on me and looked at everything, make sure everything's looking good. Because that's the nice thing about where I go, the Iowa Orthopedic. They have their own MRI machine. You don't have to get to the hospital to do it. They got their own machines. You know, it's like, and then they have all the satellite facilities around the city, the metro. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 5. I think they got 5 just in the metro alone, 5 different facilities. So you don't have to travel very far. But the MRI machine is at the downtown facility right next to the hospital. So they stick you in there, and it's like, it's not a big one, it's kind of a smaller one. But it's mostly to take a look at, you know, get a good look at your, what's going on back there, my back. And they looked at it, it's like, oh, you're doing good. There are no problems, we don't see anything out of place, everything's healing up. It's been 6 weeks since my surgery, so not bad. And it usually takes 6-8 weeks to heal up from like a broken bone, which is kind of the equivalent of what happened with my back when they basically tore me to pieces and put me back together in my L5. And then they deburred me, you know, kind of grind down, you know, bone spurs and stuff while they were in there. And so I get, every once in a while, I'll move wrong, and my whole back just lights up like a Christmas tree. I'm like, oh boy, that hurt. It's like, not supposed to be doing that. I'll be sitting there on it, and you know, at my computer, and I just kind of start moving into a more relaxed mode, put my feet up and go, oh, no, can't do that. Gotta sit up. Don't want to put stress on my lower back, or otherwise it starts shooting pain through everywhere. Like right now, I got some twinging kind of going in my lower area. Just from standing. Look at myself. Yes, I did. Yeah, it's a Krisp razor. It may be kind of mild. In the grand scheme, you got the Mercor 34C from more aggressive to less aggressive, and you got Mercor, you got the Edwin Jagger. I got the Krisp right here, and then over here would be the King C Gillette. And then the spectrum of aggressiveness of these razors. And a lot of people think that, you know, the Mercor 34C is pretty mild, but you know, for me, it's about right for aggressiveness. And this is a really nice. I like using the Krisp razor with, like I said, a first or second use blade. Just has the right amount of aggression that does the job really nice. So they said I got 6 more weeks. I got another appointment in July. And they said that everything's healing up, and if everything looks good, I will be off restrictions in July, which is going to make me very happy. Because then once I'm off restrictions, then I can start working out again, start lifting weights, get back on my motorcycle, get some mental therapy going. Oh yeah. Some short trips and stuff. I've been looking forward to this. Like right now, my wife drove me across town, and she drives like a bat out of hell sometimes. She's like, you know you're coming up to a stop sign or stoplight. She'll drive fast, and then it's like type of thing. And you hit the brakes, and it's like, first time she did that, I was like, oh. And she's like, what's the matter? You just hurt me. Like, how did I hurt you? When you slam on the brakes, it's like all the centrifugal force, or the force going forward, it's like my whole body rock forward kind of thing. And it just like, I don't see how that can happen. It's like, is it your body? Are you feeling the stabbing pain? No, take it freaking easy. But then we had a light that turns left, and she was like, and I was like, it's like force going sideways, and I was like, oh crap, it's like my whole body is kind of like torquing type thing. I'm like, so if you ever broke a bone, you know how this feels. Is like that kind of flexing thing that even if you're in a cast, you still got some flex happen. You can feel it, just like you're just sitting there going, breathe. Oh, and like, I don't know what your problem is. Like, woman, drive more freaking, I said it in more colorful words, but to drive more sensible. You don't have to just slam on the freaking brakes all the time or turn the corner hard. This hurts. So all of Friday night, I'm sitting there with an ice pack. It's like repeatedly putting new ice packs on my lower back, just to knock the swelling down. And about every hour, it's like I'd be like, "Well, this one's warmed up. We need a new ice pack." And I'd hand it to her. "Go get me a new ice pack." And she was like, "You're the one that freaking hurt me." Like, no, help me. Oh man. So, still 6 more weeks of restrictions of hardly driving. I can drive myself to locations, but I'm the one that's controlling how things go. So it's not so bad when I'm driving, because it's like I'm not taking corners at 34, 50 mile an hour and screeching around doing a Tokyo drift type of thing. So come July, let's say give me the old go ahead, I can start actually doing some stuff. I'm looking forward to it. It's like I haven't done anything in forever. It's like when I hurt my back in September of last year, I could still lift stuff, but it hurt like hell. Because basically, I think what happened was that last September, it was like my L5 decided to go and finally break into pieces. And it was just every once in a while would flex and pinch, and it's like shooting pain through my legs, and everything swelled up, and it was just miserable. So I got some of that going on, but it's not nothing compared to the amount of, it's like when you're living with 10 out of 10 pain constantly, yeah. And it was like, oh, it's a good day. It's only a 9 out of 10. I'm feeling good. It's like, you just don't know. If you never had this kind of pain before, you just like, you don't know what it's like. I know that, I think it's Gary, I think Jim, there's a bunch of us shavers that are. I know Gary. He's got his problem is more not his lower, but it's up around his neck. I think around from the shoulder blades on up. I think his problem. So it's probably similar situation as me, but his is higher, which would be really freaking miserable. I got a rib that pops out. It's like if you ever dislocated a joint, it from then on out it likes to pop out and cause you problems. And I got a rib that popped out when I was a kid, and nowadays it's like you'd be sitting there, take a deep breath and go, all of a sudden you hear it fill it, go clunk, and you're like, oh crap. And you have to go over to a door jam and go and pop that sucker back into place. We were one time we were it was my niece's graduation party over in Illinois, so we spent the night there, and my rib popped out, and we're sitting in the living room all talking away, and I said, hey hon, could you pop my rib back? And so I laid down on the ground. She just kind of steps on my back, and you hear this crack, and all the girls, you know, my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, they all have girls, you know, a bunch of girls, and they was like, oh, was that your back pop? Like, yeah, I can breathe now. I was like, I feel better. So, yeah, the result of falling out down the loft, out of the hay, out of the barn, out of the loft of the barn, come down my back and that was a part of the problem. Was I was running away from my brother, had trying to stab me with a hay fork, and I dove down and flew out, jumped out of the way, and ended up going sliding. And he then takes the hay fork and goes like a harpoon, and stabbed me in the back too with it. Yeah, with brothers like that, you don't need enemies, right? I say, well, almost every problem I have today is all because of an accident. It was all fun and games when we were younger. Didn't bother us then. Then you get older and then you're like, oh God, boy, do I regret that. It seemed like a great idea at the time. And then you're like, oh crap, I wish I hadn't done that. The old thing of, hold my beer. How the heck did I miss that spot? Right there. One more shot here. There we go. Yep, we got a smooth shave. Alrighty. Whew. I think I heard the neighbor kids. next door neighbors, they have a whole bunch of youngsters. Hispanic family. I think they got like 3 kids now. Eucalyptus mint. Got all the windows open. It's like it dropped down into the 50s. Yeah, you get the windows open. It's like last night I slept under the covers, getting out of it. It was nice. Slept well. I actually slept 6 hours last night. That was good. Oh man, that smells good. Whew. So got some good rest last night. One thing I definitely needed is some sleep. Alright, eucalyptus mint. Ooh, they start to feel the cool. No, hardly any, little bit of, right here, a little bit of tingling, but otherwise, in that little spot right there, right across the Adam's apple. Other than that, felt good. Alrighty. Oh, there's an affiliate link down below. There's somebody made a nice big purchase the other day. I was like, I think I got like $4 from the razor company. So we're definitely gonna have a nice, probably $25 gift certificate coming up whenever we hit the 500 mark, which is slowly creeping that direction. All right, so the shave of the day, everybody, was brought to you by Stirling's Eucalyptus Mint. I like it. It's hard being green. And then we had the first use of the Astra blades, green, with the wood, which is probably at one time was green, Krisp razor. Alrighty, so that's the shave day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.